The Outlanders Journey. Tier 1, Level 3. Chapter 6. Laurel. You continue on for the next several days. Your journey goes into and out of the forest depending on precipitation and terrain. Still, following a ley line has its benefits. The further north you go, the warmer it becomes. You've never seen such crystalline blue lakes before, shimmering in the same way that the Blue Forest Mountains did. You wonder if there are stores of residuum here as well. The glassy, polished stones peppering the shores could be a strong indicator of what's deeper in the waters. With magic prohibited while you're in the area, you have all resorted to eating expired, bitter rations again. Some of the stronger men have successfully fished, and you've been able to enjoy a few bites of roasted trout and carp. You find the crispy skin especially delicious, making palatable the mushy ration bars. At the very least, instead of drinking water provided by Ark's magic, you now enjoy the clean taste of the lake water. The lukewarm temperature, however, leaves a bit to be desired. On one occasion, as you kneel by the shores to scoop up some water, you discover the reflection of your true face, pale and lifeless. You instantly tumble back, landing on your ass. You crawl away and stare at your hands, still displaying the tawny skin tone of a wood elf. You glance around. No one else seems to have noticed. You decide to avoid the waters from then on. The novelty of trekking along the beach has worn off rather quickly, as soon as you realized it's much harder to travel on loose sand than on the sturdier dirt. Despite the unevenness of the forest floor, the roots of the trees are at least solid, providing the necessary support for your feet. On the beach, it takes twice as much energy to walk a single step forward. Your calves ache terribly every night. You now look forward to the days of travel in the woods, where you also have an excuse to use the hooded lantern in the shade. Though it is a magical item, it does not seem to have caused any problems for the group thus far. Evening comes, and as everyone settles in for the night, you remain awake, as you usually do, to watch over Buck and Maya Lee. Tonight, everyone is sleeping in the forest due to the high winds. You check inside the lantern. There's less than an hour left of oil for today, and you have enough flasks for about 4 more days of travel. There's no way you'll reach the eastern region in that time. You sigh, massaging your calves. At least Bach is sleeping soundly again. Perhaps Senos, in seeing your vigilance, has backed away. Perhaps your paranoia has gotten to you, as it usually does. But just as you're about to blow out the lights and go to sleep yourself, you spot a hovering little sphere of light right above Bach's head. It rotates a bit and turns toward Maya Lee, and you know immediately that he is watching. You nearly topple over, your heart leaping out of your throat. Flailing, you almost kick down the hooded lantern. You turn to Ark, who's fast asleep, as are all the others. You grab the spare blanket on your lap and attempt to drape it over the sensor. Instead, the blanket slips right through, billowing before collapsing down to the ground. For a moment, you only stare at the floating sphere. You're a fucking moron. What are you going to do now? The sensor rotates as if scanning the area for clues, signs of where you might be located. The beach is within a few feet of you, as is a clear view of the lake. Fuck. You rush to your backpack, digging through for the Dispel magic scroll. You feel the thin paper and immediately pull it out. Your hands are shaking. You unfurl it, tearing the edges a bit. Should you cast this? How much of a risk do you bring if you do it? Does your spellcasting really attract the Feywild, or is it just the children's? You read the contents of the scroll. It looks like complete gibberish when you're panicking. Fuck, how did you do this when Ark was with you? You could really use his little guidance cantrip right now. Not that he would willingly cast it anyway. You glance back up at the sensor and then back down at the scroll. Your hands are shaking so badly that you can barely even read the Elvish portions of the text. A tree branch above you snaps. You turn your head to the source of the disturbance, and you see a pair of glowing, slitted eyes staring back at you. A fluffy tail swings back and forth below the tree branch. The eyes narrow, and then the creature drops down from the tree, landing soundlessly. You turn back to the scrying sensor. This tiny moment of reprieve has momentarily calmed your nerves. Your hands steadied. You raise the scroll and close your eyes, recalling the sensation of your tongue and throat when you cast it with arc, the enunciation of the incantation, the imposition of your will over the power of the opposing magical effect, the release of the spell as it leaves your lips. The air warps, and for an instant, you feel turned upside down. The scroll disintegrates into dust. The sensor bends and twists, and, with a pop, it vanishes. You hear the crunching of leaves approaching you. You spot the pair of eyes again, a vibrant green. It steps closer and emerges into the light. It's a cat. Its hair is so long that it almost looks like a miniature lion, sporting a mane with black, brown, and white fur. It wraps its bushy tail around its paws and continues to observe you. "Thank you," you whisper to it. The cat gazes back at you curiously. You extend a hand, reaching into your backpack for any possible crumb of food that might be stuck at the bottom. You click your tongue at it. "You helped me muster my courage." The cat lowers itself, its tail beginning to swish unevenly, as if agitated. "Come here," you beckon. "I won't hurt you." You reach into your backpack and pull out something hard and brown. You hope it's some sort of jerky. You smell it. It's rancid. The cat sniffs at the air, but it begins to back away. "Come on," you whisper. As you lean forward, you bump your knee against the hooded lantern, causing it to jostle loudly. The cat leaps away, arching its body in agitation. You watch as white, feathery wings sprout from its back, and it lifts off into the air, flying off deeper into the dark forest. You blink. Perhaps this is all a dream. The air is almost unnaturally humid. It's getting strangely warm. As you ponder this, someone near you begins to shift. You turn to see Bach starting to stir. He puts his hands up to his head and screams out in agony. His nails dig into the skin of his cheeks, drawing blood. "Bach!" you cry, rushing to him. But before you even reach, Maya Lee, too, begins to coil into a ball, whimpering in pain. Further away, having suddenly woken up, the orcs begin shouting as they crowd around someone. You hear Mock crying out as well. In unison, the three children begin to howl, as though possessed by an evil spirit. "What's going on?" you hear Errol in the distance shout. "Help him! Help him!" cries Dura. "Maeli, Bach!" You shake both of them. "Wake up! It's a bad dream! Wake up!" The trees rustle, and you glance up to see the cat perched above you once again. Its eyes are pure red, its wings spread open. You sense Maeli and Bach's bodies convulsing beneath you, and the cat's mouth curls up into a sinister, wicked grin before it takes off again. "We found them,"